to get me on the screen. There I am. I wasn't on the screen. There's that screen pulsating again. That is the freakiest thing. The only person that's seen it is Susie Q. Get my glasses off. I can't stand that glare in my glasses, but I have to put them on when I'm reading. Do y'all see me live? Oh, poof, poof. Look at that. Real truth first again. I'm telling you what's truth. CJ Blaze is going to get you. She likes to be first. Oh, I need to mute y'all. Oh, I'll just hang up. Oh, my goodness. And then MG Toe Forever, and then Miss CJ Blaze and Donna D. Poor old Donna D. Love her heart. Donna D, if you did you see the topic? Do you want to come on tonight? You can come on tonight if you want to. Michael Day, Ridgeway Drums. Hi there. You're new. Angela Harris and Lisa Arhall. How is everybody? Josh Connor, Tina. So good to see y'all. I'm feeling better. The antibiotics are working. It doesn't hurt me to look at the screen now. Doesn't even hurt me to look at my phone today. I was in a mess. My sinuses were killing me. But I got busy trying to do my root, y'all. And then cut too much off of my hair. Look how short my hair is. That's okay. It'll grow. I don't get excited off of that stuff. You're fine from Mississippi? Oh, boy. There's another Southern boy. I guess. Yeah, Michael Day. Yeah. I love those Southern Miss Sherry accents. Everybody thinks I have a Southern accent. No. Georgia, Louisiana, Mississippi, even North and South Carolina, they've got nice Southern accents. I guess mine's just a hillbilly redneck accent. I don't know what it is. Compared to those, anyway. I better not on that subject. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about it being Mental Health Monday. And we were going to do the Sassy Sunday and have everybody on talking about, thank you. You like it short? If I ever get to the beauty shop, I'm going to get it cut shorter again like it used to be. And blonde. I'm going to go back to my blonde. Y'all have never seen me blonde. But this is probably the longest I've had brown hair. Let everybody get in here a little bit. Oh, I finally see the number of how many people's on here. I've looked and looked and looked. Wasn't even looking for it. And there it is right in front of my nose. Renee Thomas. Hi, honey. Raven Winds. How are you, honey? Beneath the Painted Sky. Thank you. Well, it's supposed to be red, but I got the bottom too dark, and you can't hardly see. It's got some highlights in it of the red, but I guess I'm going to have to strip it and start over. Thank you, Lisa. Spicy. Yeah, you never know. I might be a little spicy. I'm always spicy. Ask these girls. Ask these mods. When we're just in our little chat, how spicy I can be. They'll tell you. Yes, Marfia Love, Renee Thomas. I had to look at that one a little bit. Oh, gosh, I thought I put my cigarette out. Don't guess I did. And I'm hungry. I didn't bring any snacks. No snacks. I hate not having snacks. Kelly B, how are you? I didn't turn the overhead light off. That's why it seems dark in here. Let me reach and turn it on. Hold on a second. I hope everybody's had a good day. Spicy's awesome. Yeah, that's why you had me muted so long. You got tired of my spice today, Lisa Hall. Oh my gosh. Carolyn Lowe. Hi, honey. Man, I need a ceiling. This is the only bedroom that doesn't have a ceiling fan in it. I'll have to get. I have one. See if I can find somebody to put it up for me. I always get too hot in here. So it's been kind of a chilly day today. Been a busy day today. Pretty uneventful. It's about 1 o'clock today, 1:30. I don't know, something like that. And gee whiz, I happened to realize right before 8 o'clock or 8:30, maybe 8:30. Let's see. Yeah, I'm at around 8:30. But oh Lord, I gotta go live. I didn't even have dye on my hair. Oh, thank you, Kelly B. It's all messed up. That last color I kept putting on my hair just kept hanging in the bottom, and it's dark. It's supposed to be red like the top. Look at that mess. It's not. My mommy would roll over in her grave. She was a beautician. She didn't practice except in her kitchen. And she did that before she ever went to school. El Michelle Smith, hi honey, how are you? Dredge the Red. Am I saying that right? I'm horrible with some of the screen names. I admit it. I'm sorry. On the road again? Are you a truck driver? Dredge the Red, are you a truck driver? No? You're just traveling? I like to travel. I haven't in a while. I do. I used to go all kinds of places. Oh, back to help your parents. Okay. Well, that's nice. That's very nice. My boys are too busy. Come help their mother. They have busy lives. Oh, if I need something, I call and ask them. They will. Don't get me wrong. I've got good boys. Einstein's mom. Hi, honey. I'm not on so late. You can watch. I do read y'all's comments. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Let's remember Dredge the Red's died in our prayers for speedy recovery. Duct tape daddy. Northern Iowa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Yes, I got all kinds of new people this past weekend and week. So welcome to everybody new. We are a chatty bunch, and we snack and we talk and yak and get a little education in and have a smoke every once in a while. Does Susie Q come in? Hey, Susie Q. Didn't see you, darling. I was thinking about, what do y'all think? I was thinking about either on Tuesday or Thursday night. Because I like my mental health Monday. And Wacky Wednesday. I'm not so sure I like Wacky Wednesday. I've been having a hard time finding wacky articles. Like Fun Friday, we'll have Guest Fun Friday. Saturdays, we'll have any of you people. You people, that was rude. Anybody that's not a creator, let's put it that way, that wants to come on the screen with me, I want to do that on Saturdays. That should be fun. And then Sassy Sunday, talk about sassy topics. I like that. So I was thinking about either Tuesday or Thursday adding some news, or maybe Wacky Wednesday I'll turn into news. And I can do wacky stuff on Fun Friday. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. Can't decide what I want to do. What do y'all think? I don't want to talk about news that most people don't want to talk about. Like, if I had not been sick this weekend, Sassy Sunday was going to be, we were talking about these crazy impeachment process they're trying to slide through. Barefoot Lash, you're back. Yes, you are. Good to see you. Where you been? You been busy? But I want to talk about news that particularly, the big channels don't want to talk about. Barefoot Lash, did I get your email? No? Let me check. Oh my gosh, my email address has changed. No, ma'am, I didn't. Lord, I've got hair on my phone where I cut my hair. I had it on the bathroom sink. No, I've got a new email address. Barefoot Lass. Whoops. I don't always do that. There's my new email address, Barefoot Lass. If you want to forward it to that. Karen. Oh, listen, we've only been on 12 minutes. I usually don't start till about 20, 30 minutes into. Missy Wheeler, hello. So glad you found me. I'll give everybody time to get in so nobody has to miss anything on the topic. But Barefoot Lass, if you would not, I'm so sorry, honey. Somebody tried to, they kept putting when we had unfriendlies in the chat, they kept putting that I was afraid and had an encrypted email. And I knew they were going to try to hack it. Well, they did. So they weren't successful. But when I changed my password, I changed the name. I like the one of having the non-creative ones on. Yes, Saturdays. I'm going to do that on Saturday, Donna. So you want to plan on Saturday and hope and pray I'm not sick this time. Donna was coming on with us Saturday and I got sick, couldn't come on. So I told her, well, come on Sassy Sunday. Well, still didn't feel good. I couldn't stand to look at the light of the screen. Had a sinus infection. Man, I felt bad. Slept just about this whole weekend. It's crazy. Andrea, little one Tyler, how are you? But that just means you're not a YouTube. Don't mean you're not creative. Everybody's creative. Well, good. I'm glad. I've always got some kind of excitement going on in my life. I'm telling you what's the truth. I'm ready for some dull and boring and just have fun on my YouTube channel. Thank you, Andrea. I am feeling better. Of course, it took Sarah. The pink stuff on the nightstand. What's that mean? Pink stuff on the nightstand. The pink stuff on the nightstand. I don't know what that means. Yes, I did, Susie Q. Yes, I did, but I got too much dark in it from last time. And in the light, you can kind of see a little bit of the red tint, but there's still a lot of that dark. It's not red like the top, so I'm going to have to strip it and do it all over again. Thank you for noticing that. And then I was in a hurry and cut too much off, but that's okay. I don't panic over that kind of stuff. Pink stuff on the nightstand. I don't know what to pick. I don't have anything pink on my nightstand. Baby wipes, baby diapers, lotion, It's on my nightstand. I took antibiotics and Bones gave me, poor old Bones is broke down again. Can y'all believe that? In New York. He's out of his truck right now with the repair people. What is it? Next to the cool emoji. Oh, that's not a nightstand. That's a toy chest. And those are pink letters that says Lilybug. That's my granddaughter's big old toy chest. That thing's a half size of coffin. I had it special made for when she was little. That it says, but it's missing a letter. One of the letters came off and my grandson carried it. It's in there on the kitchen counter. Sorry. It's a toy chest. Burgers and soup's almost done. I just said I was hungry. Did I speak to Magic Prepper? Hey, Magic Prepper. Yeah, that's letters that says Lilybug with the I missing, I think. Well, I think the I's missing and the L's missing. It was just glued on. The guy that made it for me charged me a fortune years ago. Couldn't believe it. But it's heavy. It's solid wood. You can fade in a bit washing. Let's see. You can fade it a bit washing some of it. Let me tell you what, I've been using Prel shampoo on this dark hair for a month. Ain't nothing fading else out of this. Try that. You're all about the anxiety, unfortunately. Well, we all have anxiety in our lives. Grilled cheese and soup. Yum. Man, I'm glad we're on early tonight. Central Florida Prepper. Hey, buddy. Yes, Carolyn, I've tried everything except putting lye in it. I'm going to have to get a stripper. For my hair color, let me clarify, stripper for my hair color. Standard shampoo. Well, I'll tell you what, I don't know anything stronger than Prel shampoo. You know that green shampoo, the old-fashioned Prel? That's what my mama always used. If I'm going to lean back, I'm going to have to strip color out of the hair. So, I don't know. Lemon juice rinse, but be careful not to get too brassy. I'm gonna go to the beauty shop and have it all stripped. Now I like to do my top blonde and leave the bottom layer dark. So that'll be okay. I'll just get them to do something with this dark right here. PM, did you get a chance to see the video I made of Dallas Storm from 30 miles away? Took over 2,000 photos plus a video. I can take constructive criticism. No, honey, I didn't. I haven't. Listen, I have not gotten to watch many. Megan, hey, honey. Many YouTube videos the past couple weeks, I swear. If I haven't been running myself crazy, I have been sleeping. Spell it right. Oops. Well, I thought I subscribed. Now listen, YouTube subscribes and unsubscribes. I was looking before I went live, and somebody, I don't even know who it was, they had in my mod list. None of us even knew who that person was. So now you've got more, 223. Anybody that has a channel, y'all be sure and subscribe to each other. That's how we grow and spread the word. And see, he may be somewhere else and somebody watching have a channel that don't watch me, and they'll pick up, and, you know, because we all do something a little different. That gets us all the way across the United States. Ooh, I like that intro. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is awesome. Man, you need to make me a outro. Oh, I didn't play my intro tonight. Doggone it. I was in too big of a hurry. Dredge the Red, you want me to put your, how long is it? It's just 3 minutes, 11 seconds. Do you want me to put your video on the screen? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Yeah, buddy. I've got some West Virginia pictures. I'll let you make me, this is to go, I'll let you make me an outro. You may put your video on the screen, Dredge the Red? Oh shoot, this thing's not sliding. What have I missed? That's about as honest as I can get. This is awesome. Okay, let me see if I can do this. Hang on a minute. This is great. Well, does it give me a place to search? What, did he put you all the way at the end? I hope not. No. I've never pulled up my subscription list on the computer. They're in all kinds of crazy order. Let me see if it'll let me search it. Let's see. Okay, now let me come back here. See if I can figure out how to do this. It's not smooth. I don't know how to really work this program yet, so y'all be patient with me. So share screen, share screen, share. Oops. Why is it not doing the whole screen, y'all? It's supposed to be doing full screen and it's not. Okay. Hang on, I know I've got a delay. Let me make sure I've got you on there. Oh, I do. Yay, it's working. All right. Well, this is Dredge the Red. Whoops. Look at this video, y'all. Wait a minute. Hang on. Wait. I didn't do something right. Where does it give me the option to share the sound? Share screen. Share audio. Okay. Now, let me take it back. Because we got to hear the music. Can y'all hear the music? I can't because I don't have my earplugs in. That'll do. Can y'all hear the music? Okay. Is it too loud? Is that what you're saying? Isn't that amazing? Look at that storm. Holy smokes. Jeez. Holy cow. Wasn't that awesome? Jeez. Amazing. Wasn't that a good video? Holy smokes. Golly, Ned. That editing and the music, I like the little sparkles. Great job. Man, I'm jealous. Beneath the Painted Sky, hi there. I missed a bunch of people watching that video. Wasn't that pretty? That was just mesmerizing. I love stuff like that. And that was Mother Nature. Well, I don't know. Was it Mother Nature? Who knows? Whoever created it, it was a pretty storm. I bet that'd be scary to be in, though. Let me back up. See who I missed. Who to miss? Who to miss? Blue Moon. Hi, honey. Blue Moon, Blue Moon. Listen. I know you saw my apology for what happened to you the other night, and I was trying so hard to defend you. My sister sent me a text message. I was in a meeting and was kind of watching. She sent me a text. She was all to pieces. So I was trying to, Huckleberry Hound, I was really trying to get in there and help. Eric Elliott, hi, honey. Alfred Phillips, does speak to you. So we love you. We love you very much, Blue Moon. We know where you're, we know you're a family member, and you were spoken to in a very inappropriate manner. And I can't apologize for anybody else. There's no sense me even trying to, but I hate you experienced that. It was unnecessary and uncalled for. And you know you'll never be treated that way here. So, having said that, wasn't that pretty? Holy moly, I'm telling you what's the truth. With editing skills like that, I don't know how to edit. Oh, Lord. Kathy B, to speak to you. Grant Harper. See, I think I got Missy Wheeler and Beneath the Painted Sky. Expect you. Now Michelle. Huckleberry Hound. I don't think there's any improvement on that video at all. Did anybody that edits see any improvement on that video? You're welcome, Blue Moon. I hate that. Hate that. So my suggestion would be for me and you both, that's just not a place to visit. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I think it's I don't see anything you could do to improve on that any at all. I mean, I really don't. And of course, I can't edit, so anybody can do something like that. Just amazes me. I hope we got you some subs. Let me see. I forgot what it was at. I don't remember now. Can't remember. Let me see. I don't know why. What is wrong with this page? $233. That's a new channel with stuff like that. It's got tornado damage. Are you a she or a he? I can never, don't be offended. I can never tell by. It's like Blue Moon. Blue Moon, are you a he or she? I would say a she. That's what I'm guessing. Dredge, I'm saying a he. Am I wrong? My name, before anybody saw my face, thought I was a man, so don't take offense. I'd always have to tell them, no, I'm a woman. 53-year-old man. Oh, goodness. Well, my goodness, you're not much younger than me. That is amazing. Yeah, we got, I forget what it was. 328 or something when I looked at it. Oh, well, if I'd have looked at the front of my screen, seen my email, Barefoot Lass, I would have answered my own question. I was right. We had a discussion about that. Did y'all hear that, mods? Blue Moon is a female. And no, I'm sorry, it's Barefoot Lass. I'm sorry, I knew Barefoot Lass was female. I'm a she. Blue Moon's a she. I win. Oh, mercy. Okay, since I got sick, we're gonna do that Saturday. Saturdays when I want to bring people on. Sunday I'll have sassy topics, have creators that want to get sassy with me. Saturdays is, hi, Orange Kitty, how are you, darling? I was sick this weekend. Sinus infection, awful. So absolutely, Barefoot Lass, it's as easy as it can be. You don't have to do anything but click on a link that I email you. I'll save your email address, and when I add a person, it pops me up a link and like a little email letter, and I put your email in it, hit send, it sends it to you. You click on the link, it shows you a little faded picture at the bottom. I click on that, poof, you're on the screen. That's all it is. That's why I like this program. It's like OBS for dummies. And Vlad, hey, how are y'all? Now, yes, Barefoot Lass, Donna D, that's two of you that wants to come on Saturday. Saturday work for y'all? since I missed this Saturday. I don't think so. I don't know. Vlad, I know you had earphones in. I don't think your wife had earphones in. Y'all can come on the screen without earphones in your phone, right? And hear me. I don't know what to tell somebody. They are, aren't they, Lisa? Love my little family. Love, love, love. Vlad, I don't know. When I put you on the screen, do you have to have an earbud? Now, I have to have an earbud so y'all aren't hearing. If I take this out, then I would just be listening through my speakers. So y'all would be hearing it through the mic on my camera and my speakers. So you'd be getting the reverberation and echo and all that. That's why I have to wear it. I have to listen through my speakers through an earbud. Little Green Kitty, you had to wear an earbud to hear my show when you were on camera with me, you and Vlad. Yeah, it sounds clear because I have an earbud in. I've got it connected to my speaker system. You hear an echo, Missy Wheeler? Maybe it's just my big mouth talking too loud. Oh, mercy. Donna D, yes, you can. Oh, you can do Saturday. Okay. See, I get squirreled. I squirrel myself. I forget your answer to the question. I thought, what did I ask? Oh my goodness. No echo here. Okay. No, Vlad, what I was asking you, when you are on screen with me, do you need earbuds in your phone to hear, or can you just hear me? Probably need the earbuds, because if you could hear me, then your sound of me would be on the screen and that would cause everybody to have an echo, right? So I would say yes, you probably need a headphone or earbuds, because if you're on live with me and you can hear me, we can hear you, and that would be the double sound. Am I right, Vlad? Right, Vic? No, I'm talking about if somebody doesn't have earbuds and I bring them on the screen with me. Am I right, Vlad? Y'all had to use earphones to hear, to have no echo when y'all were on screen with me? Yeah, I know you don't have an echo right now. But I'm talking about Saturday when I bring Little Orange Kitty. Oh, no, Little Orange Kitty. You have to work. So it'll be Donna D so far and Barefoot Lass. Wait a minute. Are there any video producers that would like me to subscribe? I will. I like the creative human spirit. There's a lot in here. You need the buds. Okay. There you go, Barefoot Lash. You have to have the earbuds or headphones, either one. I prefer the headphones. But the baby hit them. I can't find them. So I'm stuck with these earbuds. And I can't stand them in both ears for some reason. I don't want to stay in my one ear. I can't have ear out of that ear anyway, so it doesn't do me any good. Rider dust. You have a glare on your glasses. I know. I do. I don't know how to turn the brightness down. Usually I take the glasses off. But I was looking at chat on my phone. Yes, that glare drives me crazy. Okay, we've got 42. Y'all ready for me to start with the topic? I'm not a fan of the buds either. I like the headphones. Yeah, I can't stand them. All my headphones, I know, I don't want to even tell y'all. All my headphones are Bluetooth, except one pair. Maybe carried them off. I never used them, so I let him play with them because they plugged in. I can't stand having a cord. Drives me crazy. And I don't know what he did with them. I can't find them anywhere. And I needed them. But I'll live with the earbuds. I think I'm going to sneeze. I'm not sure. Antibiotics is clearing me out, which is a good thing. I had so much pressure I couldn't stand to see. Oh, yeah, that was a beautiful video. He's got more. Check out his channel and subscribe. Okay. I know we kind of started a little backwards last week. I should have started with generalized anxiety and went to panic attacks, but did panic attacks first. Look in the toy chest. Well, he doesn't get in this toy chest. His toys are all in a place in the living room, all over the place. I don't know. He's stuck them under something. Could be behind the couch. The next time you get glasses, get the glare-proof coating. Well, let me tell you, these glasses did have the glare-proof coating on them. Sure did. These lenses are so old that it's washed off. I need new glasses. My folks that have been with me since the beginning, they're sick and tired of hearing me say I need new glasses. I do. I hate to spend money on tires. I hate to spend money on glasses. I've had these frames. I bought these and another pair at the same time. I'm going to say I've had these frames. Oh, I know exactly. 2011. I have had these frames since 2011. This is another set. And I've had the lenses changed in them 3 times. I hate to spend money on glasses. So the coating has washed off. And there was a little bit of it left, and I couldn't see through it. It was making a glare. And I finished scratching off my fingers. Vlad, let me go over what I'm going to go over, and then is she home? Is she wanting to come on tonight? Yeah, it does. When you look, it gives your glasses rainbow colors. Is she home? I need to go over my mental health stuff. And then if she's wanting to come on, talk about it, that's fine. We're doing generalized anxiety and triggers. Terry, how are you, honey? Smoky Mountain Gal. I'm reading backwards. Y'all can't tell. Yes, I need new glasses bad. But there's just certain things I hate to spend money on. I can't tell you how many pairs of shoes I have. Usually get them all on sale, though. All the shoes I have would have more than paid for new lenses in these glasses. And jewelry that I never wear. I just like to open up my jewelry box. Trucker JP. Hey, buddy. Oh, thank you, Dredge. That's awful nice. We appreciate that. Okay, well, let me go over what I'm going to go over, and I'll bring Kitty on the screen, okay? Hang on. Put an LED bulb. What was that? Where'd that go? And the overhead light. That will help. Well, the overhead light's behind me. It's the screen glaring. And I don't know how to turn the light on the screen down. I have no idea. No idea. And I've had this screen for so many years. There's no book with it. Trust me. Okay. Generalized anxiety disorder. Excessive anxiety and worry, apprehensive expectation of anxiety, occurring more days than not for at least 6 months about a number of events or activities such as work, school, performance. Now, for the new folks, I do have degrees in psychology, but to make sure this is educational and nobody tries to misinterpret that I am diagnosing anyone, I read it out of the DSM. I know all this stuff, but I read it exactly so it cannot be misinterpreted. It has been in the past, even though I give that little speech every time. You're ready for the mental health stuff, Kathy B? Well, here we go. All right. That's one criteria for generalized anxiety, that the excessive worry has to last more than 6 months. You find it difficult to control the worry. You have no control over the worry. Well, you can. You just have to learn how. That was A and B. C, the anxiety and worry are associated with 3 or more of the following 6 symptoms and is persistent for more days than not for the past 6 months. So you have to have at least 3 of these. Restlessness or feeling keyed up or on edge. Being easily fatigued. Most people don't associate fatigue with anxiety. Being nervous and anxious will wear you out. You'll be more tired over anxiety than you will full day's work. Difficulty concentrating or mind going blank. Just totally lose the thought. Irritability. Anxiety can also make you irritable. Muscle tension and sleep disturbances, such as difficulty falling asleep, staying asleep, or restless, unsatisfying sleep. So you need at least 3 of the 6, 3 or more. Most people have them all. I don't recall. I don't recall ever diagnosing generalized anxiety disorder ever that they didn't have all 6 symptoms. Okay, D. Focus of the anxiety and worry is not confined to features associated with panic attack. You can have generalized anxiety disorder, but it is different than panic attacks. We went over panic attacks last week. Oh, Vlad sent me a text, sorry. Okay, thank you, Vlad. I got the email. Hold on. Which the panic disorder is, the pervasiveness about that is you limit your social activities because you're worried you'll have a panic attack either in public or in front of somebody, and that can also lead to agoraphobia, which is the fear of leaving your house. Okay. It's also different than obsessive compulsive disorder. It's also different than separation anxiety. And it's different from anorexia. And then there's a somatoform disorder that your anxiety and depression can cause you to feel, and it's truly real, feel pain in different places, but it's all associated with the anxiety. So it's called somatoform disorder. And hypochondrias. It's not associated. It's not associated with any other. Generalized anxiety disorder is not better defined by a different anxiety disorder because all of those disorders are associated with a basis of anxiety. The obsessive compulsive, the anorexia, the separation, panic attacks, post-traumatic stress syndrome. All of those are anxiety-based disorders, but they have more symptomology. So this is just the basic generalized anxiety with only the symptoms I just read. Okay, E, the anxiety, worry, or physical symptoms cause clinically significant distress or impairment in social, occupational, or other important areas of functioning. So, to think about getting ready to go somewhere, it might trigger, we're going to talk about triggers, trigger you to get so nervous that by the time you get ready, you're so wore out and anxious that you just don't even want to get ready and go anywhere. And the last, let's see, the last one is the disturbance is not due to a direct physiological effect of a substance, because substance abuse can have side effects when you're going through withdrawal that could be like the symptoms of generalized anxiety disorder. But if you have a substance abuse disorder, you don't diagnose the generalized anxiety disorder. Medical conditions such as hypothyroidism. If you have that, it's the thyroid causing the anxiety, not actually that you have a trigger to anxiety. And a mood disorder or psychotic disorder or pervasive developmental disorder. So basically, for generalized anxiety disorder, if it impairs your any area of your life, socially, work, otherwise, and you have the symptoms of restlessness, being fatigued, difficulty concentrating, mind going blank, irritability, muscle tension, or sleep disturbances that's not better accounted for. One of the other diagnoses that I gave the examples of, then it is generalized anxiety disorder. Now, there are triggers to generalized anxiety disorder. There are many triggers. And hey, TN, how are you? Bones. Did they fix your track? They get your track fixed, babe? Please tell me they got your track fixed. Did I miss that? J Stone, hi, honey. What did MG say? And that's quite all right. I don't know. We have new people. I might need to share my opinions on marijuana use. I do not use marijuana. However, being a mental health professional for so many years, I did see, and our doctors in my area, when they do drug screens, they do not hold marijuana against any of their patients. I never discouraged. It's illegal here, so I couldn't encourage, but I didn't discourage really anybody to use it, because marijuana is great for pain, anxiety, mood disorder, any of the mood disorders. Nothing will level a person out like marijuana use. Now, I don't use it, but I have seen the effects. Yes, but they didn't put in enough coolant. Oh, Lord, what are you going to do? Are you rolling, or do you have to wait, or can you get somewhere to get coolant, or what are you doing? Are you stuck? Please don't tell me you're stuck. Lord, have mercy, please. My goodness, we almost been on here an hour. Time flies. Frank Vic, you got anxiety. Listen, I think everybody does, but you have to have it more days than not for 6 months. But we all go through spells of being anxious. Listen, I was anxious today. My anxiety level was through the roof. But I wouldn't get a generalized anxiety disorder diagnosis because it was just today. I wasn't anxious yesterday. But I had triggers today. Got to watch out for those triggers to your anxiety. And any trigger that you can rid yourself of that creates anxiety, absolutely get rid of that trigger to your anxiety. Life's too short. Don't let anybody steal your joy. That's not what the good Lord wants. It's supposed to be happy. Okay, I'm going to, oh, wait a minute. I had a truck stop now. Had to use the safe haven. I don't know what that means. So you're going to be able to rock and roll and get home? It's like tendencies. What do you mean like tendencies? I'm going to bring you on here and you can tell me what you mean by it's like tendencies, because I'm not quite sure what that means. Okay, I'm going to have to put my glasses on to read your email. All right, going to add Little Green Kitty. No, not Little Green Kitty. The wrong Crazy Orange Kitty. See, we're adding Vlad's wife. Oh, my Lord. Oh, y'all overlook me. Hold on a second. Let me send her the link. Let me see. Kitty, is the C supposed to be capitalized in your email address? I don't want to get it wrong. I can't see the screen, but I can see on my phone. Kitty, is your C supposed to be, is your C in Crazy Orange Kitty supposed to be capitalized? No, all little. Glad I asked. I was thinking that was probably because it was the first letter typed. Okay, here comes your invite, babe. Okay, just seeing it. Okay, what am I missing? Y'all having a storm? Did y'all see my screen pulse? What is causing that? Did you, Susie Q's here, she always sees it. Did you see my screen pulse again? Here's Orange Kitty.
Hear her?
There she is.
There you go.
Let me turn you up so I can hear you. Hey, darling.
Hi.
This is, she's in chat as Orange Kitty. This is Vlad's wife. She's the one that provided him with his tiara for his community post. We're never going to let him forget that, don't you? Now, the other thing we need to do, we've got 51 people in chat, and we've got some new people here. Hold on a second, Kitty. I just happened to think. If you all, no, you didn't see at that time, Susie Q. Bones, you see Bones. He is one of our mods, my mods, and he's also a Marfugal mod. And we have been working desperately for way too long to get him 1,000 subscribers. And he said this past, I think it was Friday night, that if he had 1,000 subscribers by next weekend, that he would reproduce Vlad's community post. which if everybody's not subscribed to Vlad, we need to subscribe. Do you have a channel, Kitty?
I don't do anything on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm
So
so
for,
busy.
for Kitty, you would go subscribe to Vlad. He did a community post in a bubble bath with a tiara. It was awesome. We loved it. So if we could get a link up for Bones, because we're working real hard to get him to 1,000. Let's see where we have Bones right now. Bones has 715. So let's see if there's too many new ones. There has to be people here. And Bones is a truck driver. Friday. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to give it till Sunday, till the weekend. I was trying to buy some extra time there, Bones. So they're going to get Bones's link up and Vlad's link up. And y'all go subscribe. Okay? So how are you doing, Miss Kitty?
I'm busy
I know you are. I know you are.
all the time.
Yep. Well, so you're in nursing school, right?
Yes.
So you've had to have you taken the psych rotation yet?
No, I take that next semester, I believe.
Oh, you'll love it. Or I did.
Actually, that's what I want to do is I want to be a psych nurse.
Oh, yay.
Mhm.
Frugal Fugal, how are you? Yes, yes, yes. That would be awesome. And that makes you more marketable and they pay you more when you have
Yeah.
the
I'm
psychiatric.
actually a mental health advocate, so
Awesome. Okay, well, I went over how you diagnose and what the symptoms of generalized anxiety are. You want to talk about some triggers to anxiety with them?
oh, it's just, you know, I remember one time I had like, a moment in the store where, I ran into someone and I didn't realize what was happening to me. And I called Vlad and I was like, something's happening. I ran into someone and he was like, I think you're having an anxiety attack. And I was like, is that what that feels like? And he was like, yeah, I think so. And he talked me through it. And I was like, oh my goodness. I said, if that's what that feels like, people going through this, it's a horrible feeling. So yeah, and there's so much stigma around it. And people, they criticize people, and that's when I realized, that's what I wanted to get into. So I started looking into it, and I've been in the medical field on and off since I was 17. And that's when I realized that's what I want to do. So that's how I decided that's what I'm going for.
That's awesome. Yep. You can um, run into somebody from your past that you had a negative ordeal with that will cause you to have, a moment of anxiety. That's not actually the generalized anxiety. You can just have, a day of anxiety. There can, be a death in the family, a breakup of a boyfriend, a divorce. It can be anxiety producing to have any major change in your life, such as, that especially has to do with your finances. Um, Buying a car, buying a house, selling a house, your kids
Oh
going to
yeah.
college.
It could be, anything. It could be, um gunshots.
Yeah, but that's just a startle.
Yeah.
Gunshots that produce a period of anxiety would be closer to, hey, Snafu, closer to a PTSD kind of a response. Just the generalized, that'll cause you. Typically, with the generalized anxiety disorder, the symptoms last 6 months or more for more days than not. Typically, have to do with breakups, divorces, buying a home, huge financial change, a death of a loved one, empty nest syndrome when kids go to college, or when they get married and leave home, or just turn 18 or whatever and want to leave home. But the most common, I think, that most people will definitely understand is I have found in my life that the most common anxiety producing trigger is a toxic relationship. And
yeah.
that does not have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend. That can be a family member. It can be just a friend. It can be someone that you have to, maybe that you work with, that you don't particularly get along with. There are all kinds of toxic relationships. I was going to look it up and see if there was a definition for a toxic relationship, because some people, I think if they have a hard time at all in a relationship that it's toxic. That's not necessarily what a toxic relationship is.
Okay. Let's talk about toxic relationships. How about when that person is your parent?
Oh, there you go. Go ahead and talk about it.
Let's talk about that. So, when the toxic person or that relationship is your parent, that's one that you really have to struggle with. So, how do you deal with that?
Oh my goodness. Well, let me tell you. Um, ooh. Are you asking me how you deal with it when
Well,
it's a parent?
yeah.
As an
So,
adult or a child?
so, so as a so
She
as an
said cowboy.
adult, as an adult, you have to, I think how you would deal with it is you have to set, rules and guidelines. Right.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. Yes, exactly. Now, when it comes to a child, you can't really tell a child, oh, you have to set guidelines and rules, because they're the parent. But as an adult, you can pretty much do what you want. You're an adult,
I
but you have
think
to
as
be
a
mature
child,
enough.
it's not necessarily defined as a toxic relationship. With a child, it's an abusive parent, and that needs to be reported. But you can have a toxic relationship with your parent as an adult, and that's definitely when you have to set boundaries with your parent. They can still want to. Before I lose this thought, she said, Cowboy, I saw your comment when I was reviewing my comments the last time. I didn't see it during the show.
Can't hear you.
And absolutely Sunday, when we have Sassy Sunday and we talk about the impeachment proceedings, if you're still interested in that, I absolutely would love to have you. I don't know if I saw that in comments or if you sent me an email, but send me if I don't have your email, send me an email, wvpm at protonmail.com, or call me or I'll text it to you. You text me your email so I can get you on the screen Sunday. Absolutely, you can do Sassy Sunday. But I missed that when we were talking and planning on that Friday. Okay. But I gotta take this one out. But as an adult, very often we feel guilty if we want to set boundaries with an adult parent. But I think at some point in time we all have. And you can have a toxic relationship as an adult with your parent. They can want to either need money, be jealous of a positive relationship you're in, have a substance abuse problem. There's all kinds of reasons that as an adult, you can have a toxic relationship with a parent. And then you feel guilty if you need to set boundaries. Very often, your parents will want to parent your children for you in a way that you don't want that child parented. And then you have to set boundaries. I'm the parent, always causes an argument. Don't argue. It takes two people to argue. If you don't learn anything from me, period, it takes two people to have an argument. Don't argue, walk off. We all try to rationalize an irrational situation, and we will find ourselves either arguing with a person or letting someone blast us. I'm as guilty as the next person. And sometimes I have to be knocked in the head and go, wait a minute. Step out of it. It's hard. You will get sucked into the trap. I have. Walk out. And you cannot feel guilty if you're setting boundaries and limit time with parents. Or what I do typically, I have a long rope, but when I get to the end of my rope, boom, I cut that person off out of my life. If it's not a relative, and I've cut relatives out of my life. But especially if I have a new acquaintance in my life and it appears that every conversation I have with that person is always screaming, yelling, bossing, bullying, I don't need that person in my life. That person won't ever be in my life again. Done deal. But I will fall into the trap like everybody, even with all of the years of experience of doing therapy. I will fall into that trap. You have to consciously define your relationships. Consciously. So we were going to look at the definition of a toxic relationship. I found a couple of articles. I don't know. I'm going to skim through this real quick. Let me see, screen share.
So, Kathy B, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not addressing the situation. See, here's what happened with me. I tried for years and years and years to have a positive relationship with my mother, and she was just a very toxic individual. And I even suggested, hey, let's try to go to therapy, and nothing ever worked. So when it came to the point to when I became a mother, I took psych classes, I took abnormal psych, I took intro to psych, all these classes, and I started realizing, hey, it's not me. There's something wrong in the family dynamics here. And she was not willing to make any sort of, commitment or sacrifice or steps towards, building a positive relationship with me. So that's when I said, you know what, my children are more important, and their safety comes first. So at that point, I was like, you know what, it's not going to work. And I chose my children over her. When you hold that baby in your arms for the first time, they become important. Nobody else does. When I held Jericho and Susie in my arms, they are what became important. Nobody else. So, you're not walking away from the problem. I gave her a chance. She chose not to solve it. So,
you did the right thing. You did the right thing, or you would have been anxiety ridden more often than not, and at that point, you let somebody steal your joy. I say all the time, man, I hate that I let that person steal my joy, even for a minute. Life's too short. So I found a pretty good definition of a toxic relationship. So we're going to go over that.
Okay.
It'll help people. I think oftentimes people don't even realize they're in toxic relationships because
they don't. That's
it can increase over time. Now, the more toxic relationships that are easier to recognize are the ones that are straight from the beginning, But I think oftentimes people really don't realize what a toxic relationship is. So we're going to talk about this now. Kitty, I won't be able to see you. I don't think we're going to, let me see. Well, I want people to be able to read it. I'm going to full screen this and run through it and then get you back on here. Is that okay?
Okay.
I think that's how this will work. Oh, wait a minute. It's going to put us on the side, I think. Oh, wait a minute. I need to pull it. Okay. Let me see if I've got it on here now. It might be at the bottom. I'm not sure. Nope, there it is. Okay, Kitty, they can't see us right now, but I'm just going to run through these real quick. Okay. All take and no give. Any relationship in which you experience withdrawals of energy without deposits will leave you in the negative. So you need to have a positive experience and not just all negative. Feeling drained. If instead of feeling happy and productive, you're always mentally, emotionally, or even physically drained, it's time to reevaluate. Lack of trust. A relationship without trust is like a car without gas. You can stay in it all you want, but it won't get you anywhere. A hostile atmosphere. Constant anger is a sure sign of an unhealthy relationship. You should never be around hostility because it makes you feel unsafe. Occupied with imbalance. A one-sided relationship can never run smoothly. Constant judgment. In judgmental relationships, criticism is not intended to be helpful, but rather belittle. Mutual reliability or persistent unreliability. Mutual reliability is important to build trust and is at the core of any good relationship. If the only trust, when you see the phone ring and the caller ID pops up and you know that you're getting ready to get blasted, there's no trust in that kind of relationship. It's not a relationship at all. It's not even a friendship. Nonstop narcissism. If the other party's interest in the relationship really is just a reflection of him or herself, it's important to achieve any kind of balance. So usually toxic relationships are one-sided. The other person's always right, you're wrong. Lack of communication. Without communication, there is no relationship. When you're just being talked at instead of talked to and allowed to have feedback, you're being talked to. That's not communication. Continuous disrespect. Mutual respect is the first requirement of a good relationship. The lack of respect, if the person is talking at you, not with you or to you, cursing you, being loud with you, that's disrespectful. And I have actually, I admit, I'll just tell you, I admit, I get caught in the trap that I very often try to rationalize irrational situations. And I allow myself to be in a situation where someone thinks it's okay to talk to me with disrespect. And where I have a long fuse, I'll let it go a little bit too long. But when I'm done, I'm done. So never, ever, ever, man or woman, allow somebody to treat you with disrespect. Mutual avoidance. If you spend your time avoiding each other, that tells you all you need to know. Yeah, if you look at the caller ID and you go, oh my God, you don't want to pick up the phone, that's not a relationship you want to be in. Insufficient support. If you can't turn to each other, it is a reason to be. Is there a reason to be in the relationship? If you cannot depend that person that is your spouse, your boyfriend, or even a friend, if you don't know 100% that person's going to support you, then there's a problem. There should never be any question that your spouse, your mate, or your friend is going to give you support. They're also going to be honest with you if you're wrong and let you know. But in tense situations, you should always have that support from a spouse, significant other, or a friend. You know, friendships are just as important as romantic relationships. I treasure every true friendship I have ever had in my life as much as I ever treasured a marriage. Okay. Ceaseless control issues. If the one person is in control or in a constant tug of war that is going on, you're probably spending too much energy navigating the relationship. Yes, absolutely. If you find yourself in a tug of war in any kind of relationship where you're constantly fighting to be able to speak, to be heard, to have your opinion respected, to have yourself respected, those are huge control issues. Huge control issues. You don't need to be around a controlling person at all. Never ending drama, for God's sake. If you're around a drama queen or king that prides himself or herself in creating drama, but always says, oh, I don't want in this drama, got dragged in this drama, but yet they're always in the middle of the drama and keep the drama going, walk away. Walk away. Persistent self-betrayal. If you find yourself changing your opinion to please someone else, you're in a damaging relationship. Don't ever sacrifice your own beliefs. Don't betray yourself. And when you're sacrificing your beliefs in order to get along with someone, you are betraying yourself. And you should always be true to yourself. If you can't be true to yourself, how can you be true to others? Constant challenges. Relationships go through challenges, but good relationships work through them. When you have a relationship that there's a constant challenge and you just have to succeed, okay, fine, to shut the person up. Toxic relationship. Feelings of unworthlessness. When the person is always right, you're always wrong. You're just worthless. You wonder, well, why did they ask for your input in the first place? I mean, there's absolutely no reason if that person is, especially a drama queen or king, they don't care what your opinion is. They're just wanting to bully you. Then, there's no reason to be in it. Vibes of entrapment. You feel like there's no way out. Toxic relationship, always undermining. If the relationship can't be reassuring, it's failing a crucial test. Nobody should ever be in a relationship that one person is undermining the other, ever. Empty pretense. Smiles don't always mean everything's okay. A few kind words to get you engaged into a conversation, that's an empty pretense, because then the shouting will start, the tug of war will start, your feelings of worthlessness will start. All these intertwine. Packed with uncertainty. Nothing is sure. Forward movement feels impossible. That's true. Absolutely. There's nothing certain in a toxic relationship. Nothing. You never know when it's going to be pleasant, when it's going to be unpleasant, when it's going to be a constant challenge. There's no certainty at all. Let me see. Diminishes your self-worth, shortage of autonomy in any relationship. Anyone in a relationship should have the right to say no. And if you're in any kind of relationship where the communication is one-sided, bullying, and you can't agree to disagree, walk away. Laced with dishonesty. In a toxic relationship, in order to fool others, when in your toxic relationship you have been bullied, they will be less than honest. They will absolutely lie on you to make themselves look good to somebody else. If the relationship makes you unhappy, walk away. If you feel uncomfortable, we all know, I'm not going to read what the definitions of these are. You know what that means. Walk away. Lowers your high standards. Absolutely. Never sacrifice your standards for any type of relationship. Senses stagnant. There's no growth. It's not a growing, loving. I mean, you can even have love for a friend. If you're in a friendship relationship that it's just stagnant, you're just at a stalemate because you dread to see that name on the caller ID. It's just going to be a fight, an argument, bullying. You're going to feel bad about yourself. toxic relationship, um, cutting corners, that has to do with, feeling uncomfortable and lowering your standards. If you're cutting corners just to get out of the conversation or to agree with, whatever the other person wants, that's cutting corners. Don't cut corners on yourself. Filled with criticism, nonstop barrage of criticism never helps to improve anybody. There's always criticism, always, I'm sacrificing, I'm doing this for the greater good, don't need to be in this, don't need to be around this, trying to help others. I'm sacrificing my time to be around you, to love you, to want you, whatever the excuse is, it makes them look like, oh, they're the hero. No, they're not the hero, they're the bully. If the relationship brings out the worst in you, if I've been in relationships, friendship relationships, just even recently, that I'm not an angry person, but I have found myself, being angry and lashing out, feeling that I need to defend myself, not to cut corners, not to lower my standards, not to have a lack of self-worth in a situation. Relationship brought out the worst in me. Done. Gone. And you can't do anything right. No matter what you do, that person that is toxic will always find something wrong. Always. You never did anything right, undermining, always doing something wrong. Those are 35 very, very, and I didn't look this up until after I was already online. That was a very good, toxic relationship 101. And I'm sure we've all been in those kinds of relationships. So all take, no give, feeling drained, lack of trust, hostile atmosphere, occupied with imbalance, constant judgment, persistent unreliability, nonstop narcissism, loaded with negative energy, lack of appropriate communication. This lack of communication needs to be lack of appropriate communication. Prides themselves on, just flip from being nice to screaming and yelling, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Mutual avoidance. Usually it's not mutual. The person that is losing their self-worth is the one avoiding. Insufficient support, ceaseless control issues, never-ending drama, persistent self-betrayal, constant challenges, feelings of unworthlessness, vibes of entrapment, always undermining, empty pretense, packed with uncertainty, brimming of envy, shortage of autonomy. Now, the brimming with envy, I'm not quite sure. The person that is toxic doesn't envy, I don't think, anyone. They're too full of narcissism to be envious. Short of autonomy, permeates victimhood. Always, I missed that one. Always the blasted victim. Always the blasted victim or the hero. Goes from one to the other. Diminishes your self-worth. Laced with dishonesty. Makes you unhappy. Feels uncomfortable to be in the relationship or around the person. Lowers your high standards. Senses are stagnant. Cut corners. Filled with criticism. Brings out the worst in you. And you can't do anything right. It doesn't have to be all of those. It doesn't have to be all those. It can be a couple of those. There's a couple of those that are entwined.
Did we lose her?
I didn't click on me.
Yeah, where are you?
Can you see me? You've got a delay. I'm back. I didn't click on me. I clicked the wrong button. Instead of clicking off of the definition of a toxic relationship, I clicked out of StreamYard. Can you see me now?
Yes.
Lord have mercy. Okay, so I wasn't looking at chat. Does anybody have any? Y'all, CJ's laughing at me. I know, I clicked the wrong thing. Dust Rider, West Virginia's being a space cadet. Yes, I'm a space cadet, let me tell you. Cadetty, space cadetty. Did any of that sound familiar, Kitty?
Oh yeah. Not with Vlad.
No. No, in it. No, not with your husband. You
He
don't
didn't
have a
do
toxic.
anything.
But we've all been in a toxic relationship at some point in time. You got to get out of it.
Oh yeah.
You know, that's the only way to solve it. You've got to get out of it. And sometimes it's hard. You just have to walk away. Just walk away. And once you walk away, don't think, okay, I've taught that person a lesson. I haven't had anything to do with that person for a little while. Let me give that person another chance. No. The only thing you're going to do is give them another chance to steal your joy and continue to be toxic. That toxic person does not change. Doesn't change. Hey, Vlad. We saw you peep in there.
Yeah, he said my volume was low. He's trying to fix it.
Do you want
Oh.
I got it.
I've got you in my ear so I can hear good.
Microphone volume.
He might just need to turn his hearing aid up.
No, somebody said in chat.
Oh, okay. No second chances. Right, Barefoot Lass. When you walk away, no second chances, because I will guarantee you in that toxic relationship, you have given that person 100 chances to treat you with respect. And when you feel that your respect has been challenged by anybody, walk away. No second chances. Well, thank you, Terry. That happened to be appropriate in my life. This is a lesson for me. I'm reminding myself, stay away from toxic relationships.
Yes. Carolyn Lowe. Carolyn. Okay, he tried to fix this, but Carolyn Lowe said something about cultivate your circle carefully. Can you all hear me better?
I hear you just fine. I'm gonna have to turn me down, actually.
She's right. Cultivate your circle carefully. I pick who I hang out with very carefully. I only hang out with certain people.
Well, I've had friends before that, had friends that they got along just fine with, but for some reason I look like an easy target, and it was constantly jab, 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 jab. And that person can be a friend with the other person. That was just not a circle. When my first husband and I, we had a huge group of friends, and there was about 3 circles in that group of 20 some friends that we would hang out with. There were some of those people that I avoided because they were the kind of people that they judged if they thought you had enough money or not.
Oh yeah.
And they were degrading if they thought you weren't on their status level. And some people could get along with them, and I chose not to be talked down to. And I found, that I have, yes, absolutely, MG Toe forever. a relationship of any kind should be a win-win for both sides, not just a win-win for one side.
Yeah. I have like two people.
Well, I'm very fortunate right now. I have a wonderful circle of friends that I wouldn't give up for anything. And then, of course, I've had. Did I speak to you, Rip Curl? Did I see you come in? I have gone back in chat to see if I missed anybody. And if I did speak to you, I'll speak to you again. I'll make sure I get everybody. Yeah, we have to be careful with our friendships or just acquaintances. You know, it's just not worth it. If it's stressful, just get out of it. I love it
And
when West
one
Virginia
thing you
Fair
need to remember,
does these
coworkers are not
bids.
your
And
friends.
one time before I learned how to be happy alone with my boys, I made the mistake to try to fix 24 and 28-year-old girls. I was bored. Rip Girl, you're a mess. Let me see. Oh, Coffee Beans. Hello, hello. How are you? Oh my goodness, Cheesehead Cowboy. Doggone. You just, you just have to decide, you know. Now there's a difference in, being toxic and completely abusive. There's usually verbal abuse in those relationships, but I'm not talking about, abusive, physically abusive, but they're usually verbally abusive.
And then psychological, and then they like mess with your mind, and
Yeah.
you know, yeah. And you have to get over that. And what they don't realize is that the verbal abuse is sometimes worse than the physical, because that stays in your mind forever.
Kitty, entertain them a minute. I gotta go see what's going on in my front lawn. If y'all will hold on just a second for me.
Yes. The verbal abuse is sometimes worse than the physical. Psychological, Kathy B. It can be more devastating than physical. Some of those emotional scars will stay with you forever. And, therapy is a good thing. It can help you out, but you have to be willing to go through it and you have to want it to work. And I believe that somebody had a question about, getting out of a relationship. There's ways to get out of it, but there's like resources. You have to look, into your community. I don't know where you're located, but there's, resources that'll help you get out of a relationship if you're in, whatever kind of relationship you're in. "10 years to get over mental abuse." Yeah, it's not an easy thing, Donna D.
Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry, sorry, sorry. I'm back, Kitty. Did you answer the questions, girly?
We were talking about the mental abuse and how it can take, a long time to get over it, and therapy's good, but you have to be willing to go to it, and it'll help you if you want it to help you and stuff like that.
Coffee beans, why did that sound discouraging? Those things don't take place in a positive relationship. I mean, they don't. There's give and take. There's mutual respect. And you don't have a whole lot of that in a toxic relationship. Let's see. Trying to catch up with chat, see if I need to answer anything. But these toxic relationships are so anxiety producing. Going back to our original topic here. So anxiety producing. That's right, Bones. Walk away. Walk away, babe. But I'll try to, my fault is I try to be so forgiving. And with my background, I think I can fix the situation. Oh my gosh. You can't fix that situation. Just walk away. Beneath the painted sky, you have to leave. You're crying too much. Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. Oh, Lord, we made beneath the painted sky cry. Honey, if you do watch the replay, I am so sorry. But, with a parent, you can just, if it's not a complete disruption of your life, you can maintain that relationship because trust me, no matter, I know I'm behind. Is that what you're telling me? I'm behind like 5 minutes. Well, I was reading that for a little bit, but she might watch the replay. Is she back? Let me see. Oh, Donna D. I didn't see you. Honey, God love Donna D. I swear to Pete, been trying to get on. I have got a situation outside that is not rectifying itself, even though I went out on the porch and wasn't very nice. Sunny Preps, hi there. That I need to be offline so I can see what's going on out there. Darlene, you're new. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi, honey. I do Mental Health Monday, and then we do Wacky Wednesday and Fun Friday. I have other YouTubers on Friday. Saturday, we're going to have viewers on. Sunday, Sassy Sunday, where we talk about topics we probably shouldn't talk about. So welcome, welcome, welcome. You haven't been on here very long. Yes, Trucker. Exactly what you're thinking. Let's see. I'm yelling at somebody. She's yelling at someone. Listen. Oh, did y'all hear me outside say listen? Did y'all hear me yelling on the front porch? Because I sure was. Doggone it. I hate to let y'all go, but some of you know the history of what's going on in somebody. Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. All right, Darlene. I'm sorry. Oh, Vlad. His lady's on the screen. He's happy. Look at that. How sweet, kitty.
He's a nut.
He loves his woman. That's what's important. Kitty, thank you for coming on. I hate to cut this short. We've just been an hour and 15 minutes. I wanted to at least go 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. But I need to be. I think somebody's probably taking advantage of the fact that I am live, and I need to get off of here and
Yeah, I need to finish my care plan.
provide some protection for me and my property, if y'all know what I mean. So thank you for coming on. Did you have, I'll let you close this out. Did you have any last things you wanted to say?
No, just if you need to get any kind of, treatment or therapy, I always say that, you should go and do that. You should not feel ashamed or discouraged. I am a mental health advocate, like I told West Virginia when I came on here. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll, try to direct you in the right area. So you all have a good night. Thank you.
Well, thank you, honey. I appreciate you coming on. Love you much. You and Vlad give each other a big old hug and kiss for me.
Okay.
All right, honey.
Night.
Bye-bye. Yes, there is a huge stigma to seeking mental health on the East Coast especially. But on the West Coast, it's not if you have a therapist, it's how much, who pays the most for their therapist. So it just depends on what part of the country you're in. Another little quick tip I would like to give you. Let me listen a minute. I'm going to have to go, y'all. Is don't always settle for the first therapist. If you do not, within a couple of sessions, 2 or 3 at the most, develop a trusting rapport with your therapist, move on to another one. If that therapist is professional, that's not going to hurt their feelings. You don't always connect with your therapist, and the therapist don't always connect with the client. I had very few that I didn't connect with, but there were a few that I was glad when they never came back. Was as nice to them as I could be. But Smoky Mountain Girl, absolutely on my front porch with it. I'm going back. Might even have to walk down the streets, what I'm thinking I'm going to have to do. But I need to go take care of that. So always remember, don't be scared. Just be prepared. Pray before you post. Share the love and the truth will come. But most of all, never, ever, ever forget how much I love each and every one of you. Until Wednesday night, Wacky Wednesday. I'll see y'all. Love you much. Bye-bye.